Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mitha and now I'm going to talk about my argument about corruption. My argument regarding the corruption case in Indonesia is I agree with the death penalty for corruptors because it will have a deterrent effect on the other corruptors. Corruption in Indonesia is very much troubling the little people. I think the death penalty for corruptors is appropriate and can make Indonesia free from the problem of corruption. This country has been damaged by corruption everywhere. It even happened to those who were supposed to act in this case, like the prosecutor, judge, and police. And only the death penalty can stop a corruption case. The judge must have the courage to apply the sentence because it is regulated in law number 30 of 1999. When compared to the other countries, Indonesia should also have a deterrent effect on corruption. As in Arab countries, the death penalty in that country is very effective and can reduce cases of corruption. In China, all corruptors who committed corruption were purged before 1998. All court officials were considered clean, but as soon as there was corruption the day after the purging process, the official was immediately sentenced to death. 1916 trillion. And it is caused by corruption. If the death penalty is not applied, then Indonesia will have more and more debt to United Nations. It is not true that the death penalty violates human rights. Even the Constitutional Court itself stated this. Also, the law on human rights course, also the law on human rights court number 26 of 2000 includes the death penalty. The DPR, as a people's representative institution, is still making various legislative products that include the death penalty as the punishment. In the other words, the people still want to death penalty. Broadly speaking, there are three theories why we need capital punishment. First, the theory of retaliation, which is to balance rights in society. Second, the theory of improvement as a repressive event. Third, the theory of the deterrent effect as a preventive measure so that the crime rate decreases and evil acts can be eradicated. Next, it is better to kill the corruptors it is better to kill the corruptors one by one and save millions of people in Indonesia than to have to pity the corruptors but harm millions of Indonesians. Thank you for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Cici. Well, now I will argue as a counter. I do not agree with the death penalty being a plain in Indonesia because it is contrary to human rights, namely the right to free life and very degrading humans. It will not cause a deterrent effect for corruptors, and there is no scientific evidence that proves that the death penalty can have an effect on corruptors. It is possible that the corruptors create more sophisticated and creative ways of doing corruption. Will not solve the problem because it is possible for lawyers or corrupt families to counter the problem with other problems. Like a mender has taken the life of another person, but the killer is only imprisoned. Life shall be paid for with life, not imprisonment. If it is equated with China and Arabia, Indonesia is wrong to apply the death penalty because China is number one country in the world with the most corrupt cases. Even though China already implemented the death penalty for corruptors, and Arab is a country that uses Islamic law, so it is only natural that Arabic apply the penalty for corruptors. Meanwhile, Indonesia applies the constitutional law instead of Islamic punishment. If the death penalty only wants a deterrent effect, then the offender must be punished in public as suddenly as possible. However, the reality is that the death penalty is now being carried out without any clear publication in the mass media. Even the executioner of the death penalty in the firing squad did not experience terror by taking the death row inmates, unlike the executioner of old. The absence of this terror was due to not knowing exactly where the bullet that killed the convicted man had come from. Therefore, capital punishment is very effective. Not the right way because it might die one grows 1,000, and remember there are families left behind. Capital punishment also failed to provide a deterrent effect because based on the fact that corruption is still rampant and difficult to eradicate, even though still rampant and difficult to to eradicate. Eradicate even though there is a death penalty. Thanks for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.